So in my previous video, I discussed my theory I've been putting around for double action, which there is a connection between accountability and controllability and responsiveness of the pistol. And I was having a discussion with my friend Matt Little about steering the gun. So for me, when I'm shooting, sometimes my subconscious will steer the gun at the last second. This is going to be a gross exaggeration like that. And it's not me consciously steering the gun, it's my subconscious steering it. And actually, Ed McGivern in his book, Fast and Fancy Revolver Shooting, actually wrote about this. When I was discussing with my friend Matt Little, who shoots a lot more of single action guns, about this, he said he does the same thing, but it's in his grip. And the reason for this is it's kind of hard, or it is harder to steer a single action pistol. You still can, and it's an excellent skill to have. The only person that I've really ever heard discussing this was actually Justin Dial. But you can absolutely steer a single action, especially the stock staccato. You can maybe see just how much I'm steering that. Versus, it is much harder to do it with a gun with a really nice trigger like this Sig P210. I'm going to try to do the same thing. Nope. Really hard to do, but if I just steer with my fingers and my grip, it's much more easier to steer the gun. And I'm finding a connection between experience and what your subconscious does with the gun. I'm finishing up John Johnson's notes. I swear they're coming. But there's a point where he discusses this internal shooter called the shooting goblin. And that's what he says, mainly to highlight the fun of it, but also to highlight the danger of it as well. But there's this internal shooter that inside of you that knows how to shoot. And giving the shooter more ability to control your pistol more with either a more responsive trigger or by just developing the experience by knowing how to shift your grip or shift your trigger press, I think is an excellent thing to have. There's pros and cons of this, and we can't get this all done in a 3-minute video on Instagram, but it's something to discuss. And that's kind of my thoughts so far. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on how single actions you can steer the dots or sights into the gun with your grip. Thank you for your time.